Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, look at me. Energy up, 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 energy, 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 energy. Come on. Let's move it, people. Oh, just getting ready. Just getting ready for the show. Okay. We're rolling. Let's move it, bitches. Okay. So, good morning and welcome to the show, which is called
Sunday Chat.
That's correct, Paul. Well done for remembering that. So in our world, in filming world, it's Friday. Friday morning, late morning.
Mid-morning.
What time is it?
10:30.
Yeah, that's mid-morning. It's been a weird one this morning because
I woke up at 3.
yeah, and I woke up shortly afterwards. I think you'll find.
I think it was about 3. I then thought, great, about 6:30, getting up in a minute, looked at my phone, 3:13. It's like, no.
And the problem is, you wake up and you feel completely awake, totally refreshed, fabulous, thinking, great, I'm ready for my day. I'm ready to take on the world now. And then you realise it's that time and think, oh, shizzle.
Shit.
Yeah, and you
like
think,
that.
Really? Why? I'm trying to work out why. Now, recently, the weather has been the cloud blanket.
Yes, it has.
Which means at night, it's kind of quite light.
Because of the lights around here,
Well,
lighting
the
up
light
the cloud.
the light of the city, really. The
Yeah.
whole, mass of lighting
And the M4.
means that the sky is kind of like an orange, a dirty orange.
It's a glow.
Glowing dirty orange.
A dull glow.
Glowing dirty orange, Paul. Let's stick with that. I think it works. And, we don't have curtains and closed blinds at every window. So when we get up to go to the loo, no, don't. When we get up to go to the loo, we don't need to put lights on because we can see from the glow, the dirty orange glow, that pervades every room, apart from our bedroom. But this is the glow coming from the bathroom. We could close the blind, admittedly, but one does expect this time of year to be rather dark all night.
Is the blind still up?
Yeah, there's a blind in the bathroom. I draw it in the sun when the sun is hot. Stop now. I draw it when the sun is hot to stop the bathroom from getting too overheated in the summer.
Has it got its...
It's a cord. Yes, it's perfectly
Is it hanging
intact.
there?
Yes, Paul. So the light sort of comes in, doesn't it? You sort of see it. And I think it was kind of quite light.
You thought you saw a plane, didn't you?
I saw a light go across.
Which at sort of 4 a.m. is very unusual.
Well, it wasn't the direct light I saw. It was because you see the flashing of the approach lights.
Yeah, of the planes.
In the bathroom, you see it come in and hit the wall. And I saw a faint light pass. And I thought maybe it's 6 o'clock. Planes have started coming in, whatever.
And it was 4.
Anyway, so that's it. So we're both a bit like...
But then we got up, we had some tea.
We did.
We were fine, we had toast.
Tea and
And then
toast.
it got to about
6.
6:45.
heaven.
And I went, I'm going to go back to bed.
Back to bed now for another couple of hours.
Yeah,
well,
I got up at 8 because I needed to do some work and get it off. So
I got up at 9.
You got up at 9.
To the sound of scaffolding.
Oh yeah. I think that house that they've been doing the facade down the road, I think they've been taking the scaffold off that one.
Well, I could hear the clinking and the clanking and the chanking and the chinking.
And the lorry as well, it made a lot of noise.
I didn't hear the lorry.
Didn't you?
No.
That's what sort of woke me up, it was the lorry.
Anyhow, so that's been the story of this morning. So we're both a bit bleary-eyed. Bleary-eyed. Let's get on with the show. Welcome, bloody welcome, to all of you who have joined us recently, new subscribers, and of course a big thank you to our old subscribers too, the old faithful subscribers who've been with us from the start.
I thought you were going to say the old wrinklies.
Well, the old wrinklies too.
Yeah.
Some of you rocking in the corner, wondering why you are and who you are and where you are.
I think that'll be me at 4 o'clock this afternoon, actually.
Yeah, I think it'll be me quite soon.
Yeah.
If not a few moments.
You'll just go flat.
I may just fall asleep now.
Yeah.
If my eyes close and my words keep coming, just ignore them. Because they're sleep talking.
Yeah, you have been talking in your sleep a lot of late.
There was a link.
Yeah, it's...
I don't know why.
I don't know why.
I can't remember the dreams.
It was, you wanted somebody to shut the window, I think the night before last.
Something else then.
No, shut the window. Well, it's not shut. Shut it. Shut it! You went like that.
You sure it was the window I was talking about?
I wasn't talking, so I think it was the window.
He might have been whittering on in my dream, though. Anyway, let's get on with the show.
Actually, we haven't seen the window cleaners for a while, have we?
Shush now. The windows are up to date and sparkling. They are. They are.
So what's the weather like today?
The weather today. Now look, I was shouting hallelujah earlier because the cloud lifted.
And some sun came through.
And there were... Is that a bird of prey?
It's a crow.
Oh. The sun came out and I thought, it's going to be a bright day. The cloud has risen. It has risen.
It parted.
The clouds have parted. They have parted like a miracle. And the sun coming
down.
It's coming out and it's all going to be great and beautiful and we can go for a lovely walk. But no, the cloud has come back in.
It's dry. It's very, very dry. In fact, on Dad's, what do you call that? Barometer. It's the levers are all over to the right, and it says
pressure.
Very dry.
It's high pressure. It is in control, which is why the cloud is not moving. Although I spy a breeze.
It's breezy. It's breezy.
Then the pressure will be dropping.
Will it?
Yeah.
Shall I go and have a look?
The pressure will be dropping. Yeah, go and have a look.
No, I'm not going to go and have a look. That means me getting up and sitting back down again. I don't have the energy today. But I do hope it's going to get a bit sunnier later because we really need a walk out, don't we?
We do. The cheapo rags are predicting again Snowmageddon.
Yes.
Which up to 1 centimetre of snow.
To bring the whole of the United Kingdom to a halt.
Which it would, frankly. If the whole of the United Kingdom got covered in 1 centimetre of snow, we wouldn't be able to function. We know it's true.
Well, maybe.
It's true. But that's for after Christmas, apparently.
Is it? Oh, right, that's okay.
They can apparently predict the exact time and place that this 1 centimetre of snow is going to fall.
I mean,
on
what
the 27th.
Rubbish.
I know.
What rubbish.
These are crazy.
What is the 27th?
It's the day after Boxing Day.
That's the Monday, is it? So
That's
they're
the
saying
Monday.
that on Monday.
Bank holiday Monday.
Bank holiday Monday. Yeah.
Anywho, let's get on, Paul.
There used to be a really sort of big thing on Christmas Day in the UK about a snowflake falling on the BBC, wasn't it? The BBC weather station, I think it was, in central London. And people used to bet sort of loads of money that there would be, snow on Christmas Day. You never really hear of that anymore, do you?
I think people do still place bets.
Do they?
Well, it depends on the betting shops, whether they still run the...
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Run the whatever.
I mean, they take money for virtually anything now, don't they?
I don't know. I've never been into a betting shop and I don't intend to go in one.
I did see there was one betting shop a couple of years ago that brought in a thing for the second coming.
A sweepstake. Is that what they call it?
No, I think a sweepstake is when more people are involved.
What do they call it then?
Shared. A bet.
A bet.
A bet.
They opened a doodah for a bet.
A tab. Is it tab? No, I don't know. Dad used to be quite a gambling man. When he first met Mum, he was quite a gambling man, and Mum used to take the money off him at the end of the week and give him his sort of money. And he did actually win a watch, which my brother now has, many, many years ago. But then Mum sort of said, no, you've got to stop that. And I think most of his betting in latter days was very infrequent, and it was like 50p each way or something.
Well, I don't mind a little flutter occasionally.
Well, you do the lottery, don't you?
I do like to do the lottery occasionally, Paul,
yeah.
Not regularly. This is, once in a blue moon. And I do like a little flutter on the instant wins as well. But we're talking sort of 10 quid here and there. And very often what I do is if I win some money, I leave that for the next time.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
And I'll open the account and see that there's £6.40 in there,
Ooh.
Which means I can have a little play.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I tend to do.
We did win quite a bit of money on the lottery.
We've told the story before.
Oh, right,
We've told the story before.
Yeah.
We did win on an instant win once.
Or I did, actually. Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Did I see any of the money? No, I didn't.
I don't think you did.
Nobody saw any of the money because it went to pay a debt off, didn't it?
Did.
Yeah,
it
exactly.
did. It went to pay off. Anyway.
We told the story before. If you haven't heard the story, you'll have to trawl through our old videos to find it.
Go
because
through
we
thousands.
don't even know where that story is.
No. It's really funny. There was another person this week that commented on a video that was like 2 years ago. And it's sort of like,
I have no idea.
What do we say in that video that brought that comment?
Funnily enough, we don't rewatch our old videos.
No.
We don't sit there watching ourselves.
Well, not yet, no.
Well, maybe one day when we're rocking.
Dribbling.
Yeah, rocking and dribbling.
Yeah,
That was me when I was on YouTube.
Those were the
yes,
days.
all right. They get the picture. You don't need to rub it in, Paul. And in hair news this week, apparently I'm rocking the trend.
Are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
You followed my lead.
Apparently, short midi shaggy bobs are in fashion for 2022. Yeah. Yours isn't maybe the right shape, Paul. I think it could do with a little shaping up.
I think it could do. It could do with some product as well.
A little shaping up. But this style that I'm rocking now, shaggy midi bob, is the look. Short is the look for 2022.
Aww.
So, if you need an example for your hairdresser, just take a shot of me. Thank you.
You've got hair on your nose.
Where? What?
Oh
in my
no,
nose?
it wasn't.
It was a
something
small
else.
eyelash.
Oh yeah, it was, I think.
Okay, so we had our boosters last week, as we told you, on the day we filmed Sunday Chat. Are we still recording?
Sunday chat!
No.
Yes, we are recording.
Good, because I haven't set a timer.
Oh,
I don't know how long we've been going for. Does it tell you?
14 minutes 32 seconds. Oh, it's counting down.
Yeah, so we better restart the process
Of what?
Because the camera doesn't like to be running for too long.
Unlike mine, which is fine with it.
Hold on a minute. Alexa, set a timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
So we're only going for another 15 minutes because it's a short one. Because, and I'll say why, because YouTube is telling us that most of you only watch about 11 minutes of this video. Yeah. So we aren't going for 40 minutes anymore, ever again.
Apart from when we do, you know.
What was I saying? Booster. Now, of course, Paul was fine.
Yeah.
Paul was fine.
Yeah.
He didn't even feel a soreness in the area.
No.
I couldn't move my arm for 3 days.
He couldn't.
And I had to lie down on several occasions feeling rather dreadful.
Oh dear. Yeah.
It wiped the weekend out for me.
Oh.
I know, I just can't go on. But it was fine. Glad I've had it because the Omicron...
Is it Omicron?
Omicron. It's the Greek letter Omicron. Goodness sake. Everybody knows that, Paul. Yeah, the Omicron is taking hold now. And apparently, if you think you've got a cold and you're in London, you've probably got the Omicron. That's what they're saying.
Well, that's what they're saying, aren't they? Yes.
Yeah. So we do test regularly, and we do advise that you test regularly too, especially if you're in contact with vulnerable people, which we are. Okay, lovely. So, oh, yes. So yesterday we were going to go out for a walk.
In the Chilterns.
In the Chilterns. So we packed the car with lovely snacks and drinks.
Went on our way.
Got on our way and discovered round the corner that the indicators had basically given up on Fenella.
Oh.
Had to sort of hold the stick up and press it up to get the indicators to work.
Or down.
So or down. Clearly there's a problem with the contacts. So we got back home, turned around, came back home, and I then had the unenviable task of finding somebody to fix them. So I phoned our sort of local garage and said to them, can you help? And they said, no, we don't do that.
They don't do electricals like that.
But did give me the number of somebody local to take the vehicle to. So I phoned them. They said, yes, bring the vehicle now. We'll have a look. It will cost you X, Y, and Z. So they've said they can do it. They have to order a part. That part is on order now. So really the vehicle can't be used because it's illegal to not have fully functioning indicators. So
you could do the window thing though, couldn't you?
You can do hand signals in emergency.
What's it for turning left?
Do you stick your hand out to the left?
But how do you stick your hand out?
Or you go,
don't you
that's
do
the old one.
Slowing down is that, isn't it?
Isn't it that or something?
Oh yeah, like swimming. So if you want to turn right, it's just your hand out.
Yeah.
If you say you're slowing down, you do that.
I think the problem with that is, I think hardly anybody would know what you were doing these days. It was quite common in the old days, wasn't it?
Yeah, it could be dark as well.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not safe to do it.
No.
So I'm hoping that they will call and tell us that the part is here very soon and hopefully get that done before Christmas. Although we haven't planned anything at Christmas, we planned something just after Christmas, which we'll need the car for. But if we have to hire one, we'll have to hire one.
Yeah, we want to get out and about though, don't we? I mean, not we'd love to have a walk in the Chilterns. We haven't been for a walk for a long time.
No.
I think the last time we had a walk was actually Kew Gardens, wasn't it? Wasn't that the last time we...
No, we had a local walk. Local walk.
Yeah, local walk.
That's what we'll have to do.
Yeah.
That's what we'll have to do. Just to get us out. We took a walk the other evening.
We did.
Didn't we?
We went around the houses,
round
literally.
the block, criticising people's Christmas lights.
You did, yes, you did.
I'd like to do a video on that, but I think it'd be rather rude.
I think it would be rather rude. We have we have Christmas windows in the area, so there's a few people who organise a quite major event, and people sign up to do their Christmas window and put it up on a particular day. So from the 1st to the 24th of December, new windows are being opened as Christmas windows each day. And actually it was in The Guardian a couple of weeks ago. It sort of was saying sort of all of the Christmas lights that you could go and see, like Q and, you know, Wisley and things like that. And it also mentioned about our local area that we did this. I thought that was good. It's nice to have a little mention about a local initiative that makes most people happy.
I'm not saying anything. All I will say...
So you are saying something.
All I will say is that some people could have made a bit more of an effort.
Have you made an effort?
No, I don't take part in it.
No, we were actually, in fact, I've been asked whether we would take part in it several times, and I just said this year, because of various things going on, I just do not have the headspace to add something else to the pot, and I need to get him to do it anyway. So yeah, there we are.
No, I'm not doing any Christmas decorations.
Aren't we going to get our reindeer out?
Yeah.
Aren't we going to get our little silver Christmas tree for the back of the door?
Perhaps. So, let's move on now.
Moving on!
Car, doodah, blah, blah, blah. We were having a conversation the other day at work earlier this week, we had a problem.
Oh, yes, you did.
A computer problem, and apparently there are some cyber attacks occurring on companies at the moment. So one of our systems was shut down temporarily to, resolve or stop this cyber attack. And, you know, we run systems. I work for social care, so there are systems that contain lots of sensitive information, basically, about people. And we were having a conversation.
Well, I was also sending some documents at about 9 o'clock in the morning via Outlook, and they were taking ages to go through. It just didn't seem to be firing. And I had to try them several times. They weren't leaving my inbox, and then or my outbox rather. And then I read something online that there was an issue with Outlook as well, and that things were not leaving people's computers. So we were talking about, because it was an advert, it needed to get to the paper to be printed. Otherwise, a whole page, it wouldn't have been blank, but that would have been a page paid for that didn't have any advert on it. And then we started talking about our over-reliance on computers and phones and
computers
tablets.
and computing technology, which of course runs virtually everything other than home craft businesses. However, you know, I'm talking about automative technology that's computer controlled. Not all automative technology is computer controlled, but nowadays most of it is.
Well, I mean, if you're having anything delivered to your house, it is computer controlled in one way or another.
But what I'm saying is the industries, the small industries can make some goods, but they can't ship them anywhere.
They won't be able to ship them.
No.
And they won't be able to necessarily receive the bits that they need to make the things that they sell and they want to ship.
Yeah, or indeed have the power in your home to do those things. Because Our power systems are all computer controlled now. So
and many cars are computer controlled.
everything is, but they're not. It's not a central computer.
No, it's not a central computer, but if there was something that went wrong, I mean,
I'm talking about centralised services.
Yeah, but I mean, whenever we get into Fenella and we put the thing in to Bluetooth, it comes up on my phone. Do you want to use Google Drive? Not Google Drive, Google Maps or something. So it with some modern cars, a lot of modern cars, everything is controlled one way or another.
But
by
our
a computer.
conversation, Paul, was not about that. It
No,
was
it
about
wasn't.
systems that are controlled by computers. For example, filing systems, files, masses of files about people in, say, social care. In the old days, in fact, only 14 years ago, we still had paper files that had to be kept as a backup and then were archived, which are still archived.
Do paper files get created now?
No, but the physical old paper files have been
still there.
archived for a certain length of time.
But that's interesting, isn't it? Because when we have been to Moorfields for your eye, they've always brought out a big paper file, haven't they? So I guess some are still keeping paper files.
Some may, but I think most people don't now. But imagine if all of that went down and we, for some reason, were forced to readopt the old practices. Some of us, of course, would go, okay, this is what we do, because we have experience.
Like putting things in a postbox.
In maintaining paper files. But a lot of people wouldn't have any clue.
No.
Of how to set that system up.
But we were saying, weren't we, that even if you put something in a postbox, it needs to be collected and then it would need to be manually sorted if it couldn't be sorted by computers. So you then need to take on more staff to do that, and everything would just grind to a halt for
And
months.
also it's the space. I mean, you look up how much space an archive at home takes up. So you've got a bookshelf full of old stuff, or a library. It takes a lot of physical space as well. Interesting conversation, I think.
We were looking. Oh, there's a magpie. Hello, Mr. Magpie. We were watching, I think it was Endeavour or something, a couple of months ago, and they were in a big filing room. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, with the big wheels.
And it had big wheels and things. And I've never been in one of those rooms. And I sort of don't quite understand how they work, but you have, haven't you?
Yeah, we used to. I worked many years ago as a temp, a number of times for the local borough council, and I was filing poll tax applications, poll tax files, basically. And it's a massive room with the big wheelie, shelves. And you open them up, you
with
go
a crank
down.
handle.
Yeah, with a big crank. And you open them up, you go down. Sometimes you go to the back of them and have a sneaky cigarette.
You wouldn't do that now.
Oh, but I used to.
That is so dangerous.
I know, but that's what you did in those days. And they'd come down and say, has somebody been smoking in here? And you'd say, I don't know, I can smell it too. I was so naughty.
You were, yeah.
I loved it.
I was very good.
No, we wouldn't have got on.
No, we wouldn't have got on. I'd have thought, he's the naughty boy. I'm not going to go anywhere near him because I want to get all of my exams. We ended up together anyway.
This was when I was in my early 20s, Paul.
Oh, was it? Well, when we met in your early 20s. Well, mid-20s.
Mid-20s.
Yeah, mid-20s.
No, it was it early? Yeah, it must have been early 20s, yeah. 20 or 21.
21.
I was
21,
still acting
22.
like a teenager.
Yeah, well, you still are. Yeah.
Well, it's my permanent youth.
Yeah. Your dewy glow.
My dewy complexion. Right, let's move on because we're, waffle.
Are you able to read?
Alexa, stop. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So you're watching this on the 19th, so we've got the solstice, Paul.
Oh, we do, yeah.
Solstice. Woo. What does that mean? Tell the viewers, Paul.
It means that the sun will be setting in exactly the opposite. No, Stonehenge will be registering where the sun sets.
It's the shortest day.
Yeah, it's the shortest day.
It's the shortest day of the year, which means over the sort of Christmas period, we start to notice the sun is rising again. Getting slowly higher.
It rises all the time.
No, but it's rising in the sky. The ancient people would have noticed this because they observed the heavens.
Life would be coming back.
And they would be frightened that the sun was dipping lower and lower and lower in the sky every day. Will it ever come back? Will the heat of the sun god ever return? And it does.
It does.
It's like a miracle. It's not a miracle, but it would have been like a miracle to the
ancient people.
Ancien peuple.
Ancient purples.
Peuple. Ancien peuple.
There was a programme on the other day that we haven't watched yet called The Stonehenge Enigma or something.
I can't wait.
So we've recorded that.
I like a bit of Stonehenge.
But yeah, it's interesting to think that from, a few days' time, days are going to be getting longer.
I've just said all of that.
But that's amazing.
Shush now, Paul.
That's amazing. Keep my hair alone.
Well, I need to touch it at some point to even it up. Anyway, so that's all good news. Solstice celebration.
Will we be opening some bubbly for that?
No.
No.
What did I want to say? Oh, what have we watched on TV this week? We continue to watch the wonderful Schitt's Creek, which we adore, but it's coming to its end.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, so that's good.
I think we're halfway through the last series. Yeah. And I have to say, in the last 2 series, I've had lots of laugh out loud moments. I've loved it from the beginning. But there's just so many really tender moments in it that I think are lovely.
Yeah, it's great. So we continue to watch Countdown, which has sort of ramped itself into its Christmas period.
Yeah.
So it's covered in Christmas trees. Rachel's gone off to have her baby.
Which, of course, she's had.
We've got Anne-Marie standing in for Rachel. Susie Dent's gone off with a COVID test.
For a COVID test, yeah.
Yeah. And so it's a bit disrupted.
It is.
I feel disturbed.
It's funny, yeah. I mean, the thing is, because they film, quite a few, I think they film 5 a day. So if one of them is off ill for a day of filming, you miss a whole week, effectively, of broadcast. But yeah, we've been enjoying it.
Now, to round off today's episode, I've got a word of the week.
What about The Expanse?
Oh, we watched The Expanse and Discovery, but we talked about those last week.
We didn't. We The Expanse started last week.
And it's good. That's it. Discovery's great. That's it. Let's move on, because it's too long already. Word of the week.
What were?
But before I do word of the week, I've got a question. La question pour toi. Can you name one of the most complex words in the English language? And it's a 3-letter word. You've got 2 guesses.
2?
No. You got to hurry up, Paul. We haven't got all day.
Dog.
No. Run.
Why?
Run has over 600 definitions.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant complex linguistically rather than...
No, complex. It's a complex word because of its complexity of meaning.
Right.
Run. The word run. R-U-N.
Yeah, something we don't do much.
Think about it. How many uses?
Like run a machine. I run. Run the water. Yeah, lots.
Apparently it's got 645 definitions.
That is
to
mad.
The Oxford English. So my word of the week.
I thought it was going to be something like bow, bow and bow.
My word of the week, Paul, is impecunious.
Oh, I know this.
Impecunious. Impecunious. I-M-P-E-C-U-N-I-O-U-S. Impecunious.
Oh.
Impecunity.
Yeah, I'm
Pecunious. Or impecunious.
Oh, is it something about being precise?
No. No.
Oh, I know this. I used impecunity in a bit of writing about 2 years ago.
Well, you
Why
must
can't
know
I
what it
remember?
means.
Oh, I think it's waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Is it...
It's a very simple definition. Very simple.
Is it something that happens?
Sort of, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my brain's not going to go there. Is it like an event?
No.
But you can... It can be of an event.
No.
Oh, right, okay, maybe I'm not. No, I definitely know it.
It means penniless.
Oh, of course it does.
Not having money.
Oh, of course it does.
That's all it means.
Oh, yeah. That was for some text for the misanthrope.
I like the word impecunious. Because it is a little bit like other words, isn't it?
Yeah. Like...
But it has its own meaning.
I think that's why I love Countdown so much. You know, yeah.
Lovely, Paul. So that's it for this week's Sunday
No, it's
chat.
not.
It is.
It isn't.
It is.
A
You've
thank
said
you.
everything. Oh, yes,
A thank you to Sharon, who is Busy Dizzy Lizzie on Planet Vegetaria. She has sent us a gift for Christmas.
We haven't opened it
We
yet.
haven't opened it. We do know what it is, but we don't know what it contains.
Or indeed looks like.
No.
So we're looking forward to opening that. Thank you, Sharon.
And
also thank you for anybody who sent us a Christmas card.
yes.
We don't really celebrate Christmas in the traditional sense. So we don't send cards and we don't really put our cards up.
No, but the handmade card from Michelle is just glorious.
We have them in a little bowl so we can look at them. No, we do. And once we've looked at them and enjoyed them, they do then get recycled.
Yes, yes. Though we do keep some. There's some upstairs on my desk. So the handmade ones, they are actually in a box upstairs.
No, it's absolutely lovely that people make handmade cards. I had one at work the other day and it was beautiful.
Did you?
But if it's recyclable...
Oh no, if it's recyclable.
It must be recycled, Paul.
No, absolutely. Yeah, no, I agree.
Yes.
But yes, thanks for...
Because what are you going to do otherwise? Keep them in a book and look at them over the years.
Like a photo album.
Yes.
I used to collect postcards. I used to keep them in a book.
I've collected all sorts of things over the years, but it doesn't mean you need to keep hold of them.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Release them.
In fact, I was looking in the cupboard when I was putting our flask that we did use yesterday, but we didn't really use yesterday. When I was putting that away, and I was looking at some of the glassware in there and thinking, actually, some of that can go.
Yeah. Hello. So, goodbye.
Hello and goodbye. Are you falling asleep now? Are you like a little dozy dormouse?
I am actually asleep.
You're just talking in your sleep. You do have very soft skin.
I know, it's because I look after it.
Yeah, I don't.
With monkey gland placenta.
You do not.
No, I don't. I don't use anything. I don't use anything on my skin.
No?
No, I use water.
Well,
Water, and I scrub with nothing now.
right, just with your fingers?
Yeah, like this, using that part of your fingers. If you go in circles like that, having wet your face and had it moist for a little while, do this in circles, taking care not to poke yourself in the eye. It gives you a scrub, just as good as any other scrub you can buy. Honestly, it really does. There's no point in spending money on those scrubs unless you're using it on your body, but you could use a brush.
You could use a brush,
Yeah.
couldn't you? Not
So,
a wire one, though.
Goodbye.
Needs to be a nice soft brush.
Goodbye.
You can get body brushes, can't you?
Goodbye.
You can actually buy body brushes.
We've got one, Paul.
Do you use it before you have the shower or after? Before.
You can dry brush.
Right.
You can dry brush. I dry brush my face once a month. And then I cleanse with water. Goodbye now. Take care.
I get mud on my face.
Say goodbye now. We're going. Going.
Going!
Bye.
Have you mad that someone pet? Right. Bye.
What's your hand like that for?
Because I think I'm going to need to do... Oh, look, jazz
Elegant.
hands. Jazz
Elegant.
hands. I can't do elegant, though. You do elegant. I'll do...
Bye. We're switching off now. Goodbye.